Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about how to ensure delivery excellence in business organizations. I felt the need of this video because any plan or a strategy is just a hypothesis unless it is executed to deliver end product or services to end customers of a business. And to do so, any business organization need to have a very strong delivery ecosystem. And to have a very strong delivery ecosystem, delivery excellence is mandatory. That's why I thought to have this video. So having said that, let me quickly move to introduce myself, and then I will be talking about the 5 key principles that will help you to ensure delivery excellence in your business organization. Friends, my name is N.K Singh, and I'm a management professional. I work for uh, IT multinational companies as a management professional. At present, I am working as an associate vice president and heading the Azure and managed services practice for that company. I have been in industry for more than 18 years, and I have been in leadership role for more than a decade. During this 18 years of my career, whatever I learned, I tried to give it back to the community I belong to. And that's why I wrote these 2 books. The first book is Transform Yourself from Individual Contributor to Group Leader and More. And the second one is Managers Consolidate Your Position and Move Forward. The first book is applicable and helpful for the person who is an individual contributor and wants to be a leader. And the second one is good for the manager who has been in managerial role quite for some time but wants to move or wants to go beyond that. Uh, Both the books are globally available in all English speaking countries of the world, and they are available on Amazon. So now let's move to the next part of the video and talk about the 5 key principles that will help you to ensure delivery excellence in your business organization. Friend, the very first principle I would like to suggest is build a culture of no surprise delivery, and this will help you to ensure delivery excellence in your organization. So let me explain to you what do I mean by no surprise delivery. By no surprise delivery, I mean no delivery occasion should be a surprise for you. You need to be fully ready in advance before you come across a delivery opportunity. So any person who is heading the delivery function must look at the delivery, the service offering that or the product line the organization is claiming to sell or about to sell to its end customer. And there must be delivery capability built in advance to deliver end product or services to those customers. There should not be any opportunity that the customer is expecting delivery of a particular product or service and capability is not uh, available in-house. If you come across such a situation, never get into an engagement or contract with the customer. First, build the delivery capability in-house and then start selling those particular services or products to your customer. So this is what I mean by no surprise delivery. So you need to build a culture so that you can not be in a situation where your capability is not ready and you are selling those products or claiming to sell those products or services to your customer. Uh, to make that happen, you will have to be always future ready because we are living in a dynamic world. Uh, Technology is changing, the way business is done is changing. So you need to be always future ready with your service offering or product line to fulfill the needs of your customer. And to make that happen, you will have to separate your delivery and practice function because your delivery function will always be busy in delivering products and services to your customer, and barely they will be getting time to look at the upcoming technology or upcoming business domain or practices or a standard. Uh, so there should be a function who should continuously looking at the upcoming best practices, upcoming technology, and there should always be in a lab mode. They should be always spending lots and lots of time on testing and experimentation of those best practices, those technology, and they should make the entire organization ready uh, by their contribution. So here I would like to emphasize that the delivery function and the practice function must be separate. There should be a small group of people that they should always be looking at the upcoming technology, upcoming standards, upcoming best practices. They should first experiment around them, build their own capability, and thereafter they should document and pass the knowledge to the entire delivery function. If you are not operating in this way, then you will never be future ready. Because if you expect, and the biggest mistake people make is they expect this thing to be done by the delivery function. And as the delivery function is continuously busy in delivering the services or products of the customer, barely or hardly they get any time to be ready for the upcoming technology. So uh, build a culture of no surprise delivery by doing these things and be future ready. The second key principle I would like to talk about is you need to enable and involve your quality function in very early stages of any customer engagement. So let me explain you what do I mean by it. By enablement, I mean you need to enable your quality functions so that they can understand your business domain and technology domain. Usually what happens is quality function is expert in their quality domain, but they lack their understanding of the business domain or the technology domain where they are supposed to ensure quality. And that's why many times they overlook many leakages or many defects or many bugs, and the same is reported by the customer. So every quality function of any business organization must be enabled enough to understand the business domain or the technology domain where they are supposed to ensure quality. Besides that, the quality function of any business organization must be involved right from the pre-sales stage of any customer engagement. Why? Because they will be usually what happens is whenever a contract is about to be signed, it goes through the lens of finance, legal, and some of the stakeholders. But quality, if quality function is involved at this particular stage, they will also look at the contract that is going to be signed with a particular customer. So they will uh, get some of the KPIs and metrics as mentioned in the contract that will be used at later stages to deliver customer and services, products or services to the customer in a quality manner. So enable your quality function and involve them in the very early stage of the customer engagement. The third key principle is act like a customer success partner. While providing any product or services to your customer, never act like a service provider or product seller. Always act like a customer success partner. Always act and project yourself that you are a partner and you want to be a partner in their success journey. This is the mindset any product manufacturer or service provider must have. There should be a culture of one team across the delivery function. There should not be any perception that this group is a customer team or this group is a service provider team. If this culture or this mindset is residing, there will never be delivery excellence. So the delivery functional head must ensure that there is a mindset, there is a mindset of one team. The customer team and the service provider team must act and reside like a one team in order to ensure customer success. Uh, the delivery function always must think from the customer point of view, and they should always try to put their fit into the shoes of the customer so that they can better understand things from their perspective and help them achieving their goals. To do so, they should open all the possible communication channels so that they can communicate with customers, they can interact with customers, and they can know their expectations and pulse, right? Because all magic happens at customer place. So to know customer expectations, you need to open all the possible communication channels and you need to interact with them so that you can understand their expectation and pulse and try to fulfill the same or try to help them fulfilling the same by your product or services. Uh, the next uh, key principle I would like to talk about is you need to automate your governance mechanism. When a particular product or service is in delivery mode or in execution mode, then uh, there must be a governance mechanism in place. And that governance mechanism must be automated so that whenever a deviation happened or about to happen, key stakeholders must be notified automatically. Whether they log into particular dashboard or not, whether they log into particular system or not, they must be notified by the system. Such a system needs to be built because many times what happens is the key stakeholders are busy in their day-to-day work, and in the meanwhile, there is a deviation that is uh, either ignored or left. So you need to build a governance mechanism that is fully automated and that should keep every stakeholder notified whenever a deviation happened or about to happen so that they can bring all the resources needed to do the correction. And this usage of such a system must be made compulsory across the delivery function so that the system should be taken as a single source of truth. There should never be a situation that half of the information is residing in a particular file or particular spreadsheet and half of the information is residing in a system. Everything should be system driven and the system should be taken as a single source of information or truth. The next key principle I would like to talk about is a strong and effective knowledge management. So friends, in a particular delivery function, there happens to be processes, procedures, templates, checklists, guideline, methodology, knowledge article, etc., etc. So all these things make up the knowledge of a particular business organization. So all these things must be available at a central place and it must be accessible to all relevant people. And reference to all these things must be made compulsory for everyone who is part of the delivery function. Uh, there must be a dedicated person to do knowledge management in the delivery function, and whosoever is contributing to the knowledge building uh, activities must be paid some kind of incentives or rewards or recognition so that our knowledge management system can be up to date, can be growing along the time. And the last key principle I would like to emphasize is we need to build a culture of employees first. Because if you have right employee in place, then they will always be bringing right customers for you. And whosoever they will bring in on the name of the right customer, they will help you to retain them for a longer period of time. And we all know what will happen if this kind of situation prevails in an organization. The organization will be making good amount of revenue year on year. So have a culture of employees first. Hire them well, keep them well, and grow them well. Uh, Let me explain you what do I mean by it. You need to hire right employees because every employee cannot be a good employee. So you need to hire right people, the people whom you believe will be the right fit for your business organization. Once you hire them, you need to keep them well. You need to understand their expectations, their ambitions, and you need to do everything to fulfill the same. And whenever such employees come on board, you need to raise your expectations bar high because you have hired the right people. You are doing everything to keep them happy and satisfied. Now your expectations must be high. So you need to clearly articulate how high your expectations bar is. And once your employee crosses that expectations bar, you must do everything to fulfill their expectation. That's the kind of deal or agreement um, should be between you and your employees. So friends, these are the key principles I would like to suggest you to follow in order to ensure delivery excellence in your business organization. Um, Hope this video is informative for you and you will follow it in your business organization to ensure delivery excellence and to serve your customer in a quality with quality product and services. Thank you very much. Have a great day.